Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That one, 28 yards on the ground.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Gotta go. Let's go, 14.
On second down, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
12 more yards there and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to push it in with Davis. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They go play action. Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Let's get it.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe when you look at some safer routes. Stephon Diggs! Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Penny. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
14.
On third down, Wilson. And incomplete here on third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This is taken around the 12. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Cook. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. Only person happy now, the punter. Gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Leaves it for Penny. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Now Wilson. It's complete to Jerome Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Carson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Wilson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now it's Carson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's get to work. Come on.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On play action, Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Perkins. That one goes for 24 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake, Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Cousins to throw it. And he's able to find Diggs. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. in field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Rivers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. First down, Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Past the 20. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a little 360. Oh, and now he bowls it over. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's a give to Penny. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Let's give plenty of credit to the defense there. They stuffed them on second and short. But if you're the offense, why would you change what you're doing? You've got a whole nother down to pick it up, and maybe even a fourth if you so choose.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Still got 4 down, 4 down. 14, 14. 12, 12.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And it is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did, because you know I'm an aggressive guy. But the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better, because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk. It didn't work out. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first and 10, Rivers. Space to run past the 20. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And finally taken down at the 15. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Cousins now a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. First and 10.
All right, now here we go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again, Cousins on second and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson dumps that off to Penny, his running back. A gain of 11 and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Everson Griffin in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
14,
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Wilson to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The pitch goes to Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He may try and run for this. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Rivers here to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 44 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to launch this. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the